All right, folks, we are live. Here we are, up and running. We're going to go ahead and get Mixler going. See if I can get this done correctly. All right. I'll change that to talk for the most part. Okay, and then get my icon up there. A lot that has to go on here to get it done correctly. And then I'm still late. So it's not really correct now, is it? Oh boy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and play those little promos there in the beginning on the audio side. I don't think you'll hear it here. But we'll do it there. We'll put, oh, I got to turn that on. I turn that on. Now is it on? Now it's on. Okay. I clicked it. I clicked it and didn't go on. All right. Here we go. Intermission Transmission. Friday the 13th, May the 13th, 2022. Hi, Oopie, and hello to Facebook user, whoever that is. Who is Facebook user? Okay. I'm playing the audio on Mixler, and we'll be doing the streaming over there. Esther? Okay, I don't know who the Facebook user is. I wish I knew that. All right, so we're running the promos on the Mixler side, and we'll get going here and trying to run both at the same time. And I'm running the show as well because no one else is here to do it. So I have to be. So DJ Hemi. He used to do his own shows on here from Bakersfield, California. All right, now we can get the show going. Now they're done. Now we can get that going. Okay, now is that working? No, I don't know. I don't hear anyone else yet. So I don't know where Esther is. Oh, hey, Katie Holte. How you doing? Hey, you want to be a guest? You can be a guest tonight, Katie. Katie Holte. You can be a guest tonight. Come on over to the YouTube side, and I'd be honored to have you on the show as a guest. You can just talk about whatever you want to talk about. We got absolutely nothing planned for the conversation tonight. My friend Esther is supposed to be here. I don't know where Esther is. I sent her the message for the link. So yeah, if you wanted to join in on the conversation, and since it is Friday the 13th, that would be fun to have a ghost researcher or spiritual strangeness researcher on Friday the 13th. That'd be interesting. I would like that. Um, you get excellent pay, benefits. Of course, the pay is zero, but the benefits is you get to have some free airtime. There you go. That's all that matters right there. You can talk about your equipment that you build, and talk about some of the things you have discovered over the time. And yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh well, see now that would be a show all by itself, just soldering. You could show the soldering techniques and what you're doing. I'm trying to talk you into it, but I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, I see that finally now. Oopsie, I am reading it now. But anyway, I don't have anything planned tonight. So anyway, I don't know where Esther is. Esther was supposed to be here. Hey AR, how you doing? Uh, Eric, now how would you like to be on the show tonight? You can give me a UFO update. That would be perfect time to do it since we haven't done that in a while. I can send you the link. Well, now you got your Facebook running? I mean, you got your not Facebook, but you got your Skype running, and then I can have two UFO or two MUFON people on. That would be pretty cool. Oh, there she is. Okay, now we got her. Okay.
I was trying to do it through my laptop this time, but
The laptop didn't want to. The laptop didn't want to work with it.
Well, it's StreamYard and Mixler and all the.
Oh boy. Well, don't worry about the Mixler side on your end. That's just for people who don't want to be on YouTube.
Yeah, I can't find my password for the StreamYard.
Oh no.
I got a book of passwords here.
Oh, for logging into your account.
Yeah.
Got you. I didn't know you had to do all that. I thought you just hit my link and you sign on.
Yeah, it does that with my phone, but not with my computer.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now.
So I mean, I'll just.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were gonna try to work out the audio situation, but I think you sound all right tonight.
Yeah.
I don't hear the.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this away before I put it on YouTube, and I think that'll maybe get it far enough away to where it won't crackle out. Will do.
Okay. Yeah, well, it just sounded like when you had the computer running, you had the microphone and the speakers kind of intermixing. I think is what the problem was. Like if I have my external mic on, if I'm using my one audio piece that I use, and I have it up high enough, and then I just move the headphones a little bit towards it, you hear that squealing noise,
Yeah.
from the feedback. And so that could happen in a couple of ways. That can happen with the crackling sound, it's a clipping sound, or you have the volume set too high. And then the other thing too is on the like if you're on a Skype call or something like that, you have to be careful, and this might be on other settings on the audio, is that on the automatically adjust the mic volume like for a call, So like if you're using the mic on the call like you are on your phone, don't have that set to automatically reduce. Because then that will make your voice go down when you're trying to talk. And
Okay.
that's frustrating. So uncheck that automatically reduced by so much percent. I just have it up, 3/4 of the way most of the time on the mic volume setting, and I just let it go. And of course, using headphones is not too bad.
Okay, let me see.
All right, I hear you, and I hear me, so we're doing good.
Okay.
It's working on Mixler.
Yeah, it's wanting me to. It's wanting me to log in when I do it through StreamYard. I'll just stay with the phone and do the YouTube on the computer and just move it far away. Maybe.
Okay.
Mm. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
I took a picture of the front of my house just the other day.
Uh-huh.
And you want to talk? We will talk about UFOs, but I wanted to talk about ghosts a little bit, being Friday the 13th.
Okay.
And that's always a fun topic anyway. But, ghosts, of course, is all year long now. And which I thought it was kind of interesting. Halloween rolls around, you're thinking, oh, good, Halloween, great time to talk about all kinds of stuff. And I thought it would die down. But because of the still in the Halloween,
Hang on.
great
Hang on.
time to talk about all kinds of stuff. And I thought it would die down.
Okay. That's me.
Yeah, and then you got, I thought it would die down, and then of course we didn't have much of a Christmas, so then you go ahead and I'm trying to get that pasted over there, and it doesn't want to work for me. Why not? That's weird. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm trying to get that pasted on to the chat for Eric so he can get on here. Eric is MUFON director of Massachusetts. But anyway, what I was thinking of was I took this picture of the front of the house. It's not letting me paste. Why is it not letting me paste there? That's weird. Oh well. Oh well. I'm not gonna get to do that then. And I was looking at the window. Now I'll share that picture with you, but I could tell a story, which I should probably, and then let people make their own decision. Some will say, "Oh, it's just whatever." Uh, but I'm looking at the window at the picture that I took just the other day, like 2 days ago,
Yeah.
and I saw this figure in the window. Now I've seen outside the back window. I saw an old man looking out the back and down into the backyard where I was at. I was like, "What are you looking at me for?" I'm outside. I'm not in the house. What are you looking at me for? You know.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think anything of it. Nothing negative. Just a little weird. And so then I'm gonna try to get Eric here. Let me see if I can find him. But anyway, then I looked at this picture and I saw a woman in the window looking down at the front yard. Now, I know that there's at least one woman that's in the house still, maybe more than one. I think there's probably two still. And then interesting thing about it is this woman looks like someone that I recognized seeing on the main level. I don't know why or how or what or when, but anyway, I can't remember exactly when, rather. But I did see something that I cannot explain. Now, some would say, "Oh, that's just a hallucination." You're imagining it, or somebody's playing tricks on you. You know. And Eric, if you go to your Skype, I sent you a link. You can get on here if you want. And so anyway, um, this woman had short hair. You could see the face features. She had. You could see two eyes. You can see a nose. You can see a mouth, or at least lips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can see the shoulder outline. And I never saw that before. But now what was interesting was there was a situation that happened uh, a year or so ago, maybe longer. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not sure the time frame. But the neighbor's dog, Avatar, he's kind of a pit bull lab type of mix. Very lovable dog. He's not vicious or nothing. He'll bite you like when he's playing with you. He'll nibble on your hand and things like that. But he ain't gonna hurt you physically unless you try to do something bad, he might protect,
Yeah.
but he ain't gonna aggressively attack anything or anyone. And anyway, he's in the front yard. I see him. I'm sitting in my chair, and I look out, and there he is. He's getting a ball or something like that. But then he hears a noise from upstairs, right?
Mhm.
And you know how dogs will look when they hear a noise.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't make a noise. He heard something like tapping on the glass or something like that, and I heard a noise inside the house from down here where I'm sitting. And then but Avatar he looked up to the upstairs window. I find that kind of curious, you know.
Mhm.
So that's something that an animal would take notice of something that I see, okay, and I hear, and that validates my, you know, noticing it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think they can see and hear stuff that we can. I think babies can too.
Yeah. Now, do you have your laptop on then?
Yeah, is the sound what?
Yeah, mute the. Are you using your phone for the speakers?
Yeah,
Okay, mute the laptop.
it's
You
muted.
can. Okay. Make sure the speakers are also, and then because what happens is there's some kind of feedback there. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what the problem is with that. So if you mute the mic on the if you have the Mixler app open and mute that sound, okay. 'Cause if you're hearing me now, see there's a popping sound right there. Nothing here to be popping, and it's popping.
Is
I'm talking about inside my house.
is that sound different?
No, it's crackly.
I don't know what in the hell. I don't know.
Okay. If you're on StreamYard, then mute because you're using your phone. So mute all audio on your laptop, and you'll hear it on your phone, and that would probably help. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out for you. Help you out. Anyway, this woman, she looked like to be about maybe.
Is that
Uh,
different? Is
no,
that
still cracking, breaking up.
okay? Because
You're far enough away.
okay, so that's mute, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay. So, and you got the audio muted on the laptop.
yeah, I mean, I got the sound muted. Is there something else I need to mute?
Is he what about on YouTube itself? Is it muted? Of course not on your phone, just on the computer. 'Cause I had the same problem. That's why I'm asking. When I had a tablet running and the phone running and the computer running, and then it heard I had to mute the tablet and the phone just to hear the computer.
All right.
Um,
I tell you what,
you want to shut the computer down?
I shut it down.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think now I don't think you crackle. That could be part of the problem right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we figured that part out anyway. So you either have to use.
I just can't read the comments, so
Oh, that's okay.
you can read.
If they say anything bad about it, I'll let you know.
Okay.
But yeah, so now in this Friday the 13th and all the craziness and everything like that and paranormal world, we asked this question before, but maybe we have a different answer now. So I'll ask it again.
Okay.
Do you think that the UFOs are connected with the paranormal?
I do.
Okay. And then Katie Holte says it sounds fine on Facebook, so I guess that's okay then. Thank you, Katie Holte. She builds ghost boxes, by the way, or some kind of spirit box thing. And so that's a lot of fun. So you think that they are connected in some sort? Do you think they're related to, like, say, now I'm not saying demons, but I do say angelic, like angels of some sort.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, if you want me to get into it, I can um I can just tell you how things went with me.
okay.
Okay, so you know I got like the astral projection book at the library. I also got like palm reading and tarot card reading and things like that. And we started using Ouija boards and stuff like that.
Uh-oh,
My
I never
friend,
used that.
yeah. And after we did that, um, I really think it made a portal or opened a portal or something at the house. And so I don't know, a few weeks go by and stuff is getting scarier and scarier. Like walking down the hall, I'm seeing
Oh, wow.
like a face sticking out from the wall. And I'm like 13 or so. And then it just so happened, I'm gonna have to get religious for a minute. It
Go
just
ahead.
so happened this evangelist was coming to a church right here near where I grew up, and it was every day. It was a revival thing, and he played music backwards and all that kind. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And so I just started feeling all this guilt
there
finding
they are.
because I knew I shouldn't have been messing with like witchcraft stuff, right? So I already felt guilty. So I go to church and I go to the front, to like get saved, and then I start crying and all this. I'm like 13, and then I start seeing these huge light beings at the front of the church.
Hmm.
So then I started flipping out, and I went and spoke to him after it was all over, and he's like, "Well, yeah, those are my guardian angels," and other people have seen him, but he couldn't see him. And that's when I started being able to see those light beings and the auras or halos around people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, now you can fine tune that sort of activity depending on your intention. Okay. If you're
messing with that Ouija board,
well, I
that
wouldn't do
stuff
that.
even like I was just cleaning off the kitchen table one day, after school cleaning up, and something started dripping from the ceiling.
Oh boy.
And I looked up, and there was nothing on the ceiling. And so, I had all these things happening in the middle of the night. I would have like one thing on the dresser and something else over here, and then the next morning they were swapped.
Yeah.
And then I had a balloon one time. I don't remember if it was a birthday or what it was. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was like right in my face. I had like some terrifying stuff going on. And,
Wow.
after all that happened, we had the house blessed, is what we did. Because, Christians, they don't do like Catholics. And so
Right.
we came in and blessed the house, and everything went away. And I was thankful because. But I do think they come in and out through the same way. I think Bigfoot does too.
Right. Now, do you think, like, for instance, there is some safe practices, like, I could do an oracle reading for you now. That's not going to do anything. All that's going to do is help me explain what's going on with you.
Yeah,
I,
I love readings. I don't have any problem having
and,
readings.
and so with the Ouija board though, or Ouija, however you say that, with that, it's a little bit different because other energies are using it, not just you. You are not controlling it. The energy is controlling it. So, I'm not sure what the intention would be of anyone using the Ouija board. And maybe if somebody has used one regular practice, let me know what you think. What is your intention of that?
Well, I mean, that was just like a few 13-year-old girls having a sleepover,
Yeah.
is what that was. But,
See, now my intention of the Oracle cards, if you remember these that I have here, the new ones, these here. Remember these?
yeah.
They're positive.
But see, I was raised to think all of that was like witchcraft. But
Well,
now
you
that
know,
I'm
you could say that, and my brother kind of said that when I was talking about the tarot cards, and he said, you know, that's evil, and I said, well, now, do you play with a deck of playing cards? Well, guess where that came from?
well, once I got older and we had our close encounter in '08, and I started researching and all that. And then the CIA documents I found, the gateway and the psychic and all that kind of stuff. It's part of who we are. It's not witchcraft.
Right.
It's abilities and gifts that,
Yeah.
We all have, and we can develop them further.
Didn't I have this for you before, I think, or I had this for you, and I think I had this for Oofy before. If you can see that.
What does it say?
Number 29, it's Natural Advisor.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't know if I had that for you or for Oofy, but I know I had that before. Might have been for you. But now...
I think it was... No, it wasn't...
Well, you can probably go back and look at it and see.
Yes. Ufi I think she was like a contactee.
Oh, yeah, that was on the other Oracle deck.
Yeah.
But, Eric, how you doing?
Pretty good. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry we took so long to get you back in here, and, I didn't want to interrupt Esther's thought. She was talking about.
No, I enjoyed hearing you.
Crazy stuff. You want an Oracle reading, Eric? I can do an Oracle. Remember, I did one for you before at Bill's, right?
Sure.
Let me do one for you tonight. Since it's Friday the 13th, we're having fun with the Oracle
card.
Yeah,
it's Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you had any more extra sightings in Massachusetts on the 13th?
Trying to think. What's fogging my mind is we're having a MUFON Massachusetts meeting on Sunday, this coming Sunday, which it's not so common. Like it's been sort of a once a year thing. And what I'm doing is combing all through the MUFON files, to find all the best, coolest stuff.
Now, I had no clue. that you were doing that. Look at the card I got.
Time to learn.
Okay, look at the number on top.
46.
I'm not sure what the number means except the number of the card, but if that means something to you, then that's fine. But time to learn. And what are you doing?
Yeah, you could say that.
Now, I had no clue. I had no clue that you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me if I'm right on or not with this or not or whatever. Katie Holte, would you like a reading? And Oofy, would you like a reading? I think Oofy would.
Oh, that was the whole reading?
Just one card. Just one card.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to overload you guys with crazy stuff. We talk about crazy stuff all the time. I just want to know if people in the chat would like a reading. Hey, Papa Tom, how you doing? Papa Tom is here. And, but yeah, so I was talking to Esther about a ghost I caught, what I think is a ghost in my window, that I got a figure of a woman in the window. Now, some will say, oh no, that's just the curtains in the window, which you could say that, except when I'm looking at the picture of it, I see an outline of a person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've seen some of those pictures of some of the professionals take with really good cameras,
You're
and
saying
it's like
a whole person or just the head?
I saw the top half of her shoulders. No, I didn't see anything weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw the head, the shoulders, and her hair, her face, her face outline, her eyes, her nose, and her lips.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw her hair, which only went down like just past her maybe her jawbone length. You know, not too long for the hair, kind of cut in a
Mm-hmm.
weird 1930s type style. You know, nothing
Mm.
nothing long. It wasn't long hair. It was just a nice little, you know, kind of like a church type hairdo, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or office type, you know, whatever. Anyway, um, she was looking down at the front yard. Now, in this picture, I can share it with you later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shuffle these for Oofy. I think she said yes on the card reading, so I'm gonna do that. And let's see if I can get a different one for Oofy. Now we're gonna cut it. But anyway, so I have seen a couple of different people looking. Yeah, you know what? I got the same card again. And Oopie's also a natural advisor. So there you go. That's kind of weird. I can do another reading for Oofie if she wants. But I can't read what Katie Holte is saying though. Let me put it up here. Maybe we can read it together. There we go. Now I can see it. Holy cow. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. She saw the Kool-Aid man after having an MRA. Now that's cool.
Whoa. Wasn't there like a jug that went through a brick wall or something?
Yeah, that's the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big red guy coming through the wall.
Hmm.
Let me get. Okay. Okay. Let's get Katie Holte first, and then we'll do Oofy again, unless Tom wants one, and we'll do one for Tom. All right. So now that was the. There we go. That's a little different card. I'm not too sure about getting the same card twice. That makes no sense.
Hmm.
Okay.
What's that say? Minimize
Distraction. Number 27. Card number 27. Minimize distraction. Now, she was just saying, this is for Katie Holte. She was just saying that she was busy soldering, working on a new box, obviously. Just my guess, anyway. So minimize distractions. Well, there you go. I didn't know what she was doing. She said that she was. Oh, she was born on the 27th. Okay, that's interesting. Card number 27. Oh, that's kind of odd. That would go in. Papa Tom, would you like a card, sir? I don't know if Papa Tom is still here. We can still do a card for him anyway. Well, that's interesting. That's right. I remember. You had the somebody had mentioned that on the show on the Entity Voices, I think. No card for Papa Tom. Okay, then this is for Oofy again.
I haven't even watched Entity Voices ever since they left KJRA. I got to tune back into them.
Yeah, you should. They are pretty good. Well, hey, Oofy, now this is better for Oofy. He's getting stronger. You're getting stronger. Number 54. So anyway, so there you have it. That's the fun time. Hey, Andy, what's going on? Andy Morrow. All right. So, you know, Eric, I was watching when I got Philip on the show the other day, Wednesday. I got Philip Mantle on the show, and we had a good time talking with him, right, Esther?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Esther was helping me with the show and doing an interview with Philip, and he was on a show called UFO Hunters in the UK. And I managed to stumble across that show by a total accident. And Genghis, yeah, did I give Genghis a card? I can't remember. I don't think I gave him a card yet. Genghis?
The UK had a ghost a UFO hunters show.
Yeah, and it was
This
on a
kind of
doc.
recently.
Within 10 years.
Oh,
It's
okay,
pretty
yeah.
old. It's a pretty old show.
Because we had one here years ago.
Yeah, but it was called UFO Hunters,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it did cover all over the place, not just there. Okay, Genghis Khan, time to share.
Oh, Genghis.
Time to share. So number 47. So there you go. Whatever you got going on in your life, it's time to share whatever you know. So anyway, all right. I wonder if Andy, did you want a card? Andy doesn't usually. All right. Andy actually did go out and buy I can't remember if he got the tarot card deck after I showed him that before. Give me your cash. No charge. No charge. Let me see, y'all. Andy, I'm gonna give you a card. All right. Yep, they're gonna be doing that Tuesday morning, Tom. That's what everyone was saying. Kevin on Tuesday night. Kevin had Alan B. Smith on. All right, Andy, you got to be working on your meditation practice. So you need to calm down just a little bit, man. 25, number 25.
Meditation practice. That's what I need.
Yeah, okay. Well, she can't see the chat, Oopie. That's the problem. Yeah, well, yeah, we can all use meditation or at least some relaxation practice. Yeah, Oofy says you should be in chat, but I was telling her you can't be in chat because the phone doesn't give you chat. I don't know why it does that either, and I haven't figured that one out. And the tablet is the same way, and so it's just kind of weird. So now, Eric, I was asking Esther what you thought about. Do you think that the paranormal is connected with UFOs?
Kind of. It would depend on what I suppose paranormal means, but I think definitely.
Okay, I'm not talking about from a spiritual point of view. Like some would say, oh, they're fallen angels, they're demons, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that.
No.
I do think some could be. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that none of them are not, or none of them. There's none that's a demon, and that's a possibility that he can, the evil side can make themselves look like anything they want.
Yeah.
Well,
here's a question. Do you notice that we kind of still, especially us regular people out here, we can't hop in a ship and fly anywhere in the galaxy? A lot of extraterrestrials seem to be able to do that, and you wonder, what is the requirement there? If there's a requirement, I think we have to achieve a level of peacefulness to be able to do that. And therefore, I think that's kind of where my belief in mostly neutral, they may not be all loving, whatever, but just, not a danger, put it that way.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's unusual for us to agree on a whole lot of things. But we get along just fine, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think the demons and stuff can be a danger, but I also just think when they can come in, then ETs can also come in,
right?
Because they probably all in different dimensions, and they can all come in when that's open.
and they know how to use it, whoever it is.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think aliens are demons either. I just don't.
But I do think that I do personally think that they're more connected to the spiritual side of things than they are a physical side of things. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly.
Now,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that they're not physical. That just means that they have the attributes to the abilities of spiritual activity, which means they can blink in and blink out. They can go through walls. You
Yep.
know, Jesus could go through walls after he rose from the dead. Of
Hmm.
course, I think you could do it before, but he didn't. He didn't show it before,
Hmm.
but he could do it definitely after he rose from the dead. He appeared into the room where the 12 were sitting at the table, worried about their lives. After the crucifixion, and then
Yeah,
and then of course
yeah,
he
up in the upper room where he poured
yeah,
out
and
all
then
the
then he
spirit.
all of a sudden
Yes.
appeared. The door wasn't open. All of a sudden he was bam, he was there. And of
Oh
course
yeah.
yeah, according to the story,
Wow.
what is it? Mark. Mark is a good one, I think, or was it Matthew or Mark? I can't remember now. Anyway, they're all in the upper room. They're terrified because of what was going on,
Mm.
and of course, then when they heard that he rose from the dead, then they thought that somebody had stolen him, and then of course they'd all be blamed for that missing body from the
Oh
tomb,
yeah. You don't want to mess
right?
with that authority. Yeah.
Right. And so, and then he appears in the room. He did not open up a door to come in. He blinked and he's there and he said, "Look, if I was a ghost, okay, I wouldn't have a physical body. I wouldn't have bones. I wouldn't have my even the physical appearance that he had with the crucifixion marks and
Because
things."
Thomas said, "You're not really Jesus." And so
Right.
Jesus shows him the holes, in his hands.
Oh.
And put his hand inside the side where the spear was, right? And it verified it's flesh. Okay.
Wow.
So if it was a ghost, that wouldn't happen. You'd go to touch the ghost and you just go right through it and be like, okay, that's weird for sure, but it's not physical body like Jesus had.
Mhm.
Now, um, that's the spiritual side of that thing about how they pop into the room. Like the aliens, the gray aliens might, or whoever else might, whatever color they are, but they'll pop in and they'll be standing right next to you or at the foot of your bed or whatever, and usually not negative, but sometimes they are. But they're there. The door doesn't open, the windows aren't open, and all of a sudden, bam, there's someone standing next to you. Like, what the heck is going on here? Um, and that's what I think the spirits that I'm seeing here, or some would say ghosts, I think that they're energies that I'm picking up on and I'm noticing. I'm not hallucinating. I'm well aware of what day it is. I know who the president is, unfortunately, and I know that's a whole nother show. We'll talk about that later. But
No, not with me.
um, but yeah, I'm aware of my being where I am at, so I'm not hallucinating. That's what I'm getting at.
Hmm.
I'm not fabricating the story in my mind to imagine something is there. I actually see something. Now, of course, when you go talking to somebody about it, and most of the people around here are really religious in the church setting, and they're going to call you crazy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And let me see here. Oofy wrote that there. We've experienced living code streaming in front of our eyes while awake. Ooh, that would be interesting to see if Oofy could get on here and talk to us. We could have fun with that.
What?
So,
We need her.
Has Oofy ever been on?
she has been, but she has to use a voice modulator.
Wow.
For one reason or another. But
maybe she's actually a spirit interacting with us.
oh, there you go. Well, she's a nice spirit. I
Yeah.
like her. She's a good, nice, polite spirit. Papa Tom, we're not going to argue about that one. No, I didn't bring that up. No, see, Eric, Papa Tom's trying to start an argument here.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Not
I won't go there. I won't
No.
go there.
Okay.
We're not.
You know what? That's going to be a brief thing. This is what I want to do because I've already pictured the scenery. It's you, me, and Mark. And I'll just say to you, Ron, ask Mark, and it'll be very brief. You know.
Okay. All right.
That's cool.
That's fine.
That's going to be beautiful.
All right. Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can watch it each night too if it's clear, and we can watch it, so that'll be fine.
Yeah.
And when you see that it's going the other direction that we're talking about,
yeah,
then
I'll be like, oh boy, I better go on psych medication.
Yeah. You better increase your whatever you got to take. Yeah, but anyway, that's all right. No worries. We see we can have disagreements and still get along just fine. So, but so now I was talking to or chatting with Esther, I think, right? Esther, we were chatting about the ships, how they get here. You know, the UFOs I'm talking about. And I was talking about how the Earth has a lot of water on it. Doesn't matter if it's salt water or fresh water. Don't matter. It has a lot of water on it. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The human body is how much percent water did we find out? I don't know. Anyway,
probably like 99%.
Yeah, the human body has a lot of water in it.
Yep.
Even if it makes it by itself, you don't even have to drink it. It still makes it. You know.
Yep.
And so everything turns into water inside the system.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to keep the body hydrated. All right. So anyway, now if you looked at the creation story in Genesis, and I asked Esther to look that up, but if you looked at that, and in the creation story it talks about creating the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and then it talked about separating the firmament from the upper firmament to the lower firmament, which is water. That's what that word means. Okay. So then what happens is you have space and you have the earth. And the earth still has some of its water in the water form. Now space is still water, but in a different form that we don't have a clue of what we're even talking about. Or don't we even understand about space and the properties of?
Yeah. Like what I heard was that they scraped some kind of sea type of material off of a satellite or something. You know, have you ever heard that?
They scraped material off the satellite and like off the ISS or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like stuff like plankton or something from the ocean.
Yeah. So that would be a water type, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. What's cool is when you come in here to this planet, you're looking at a planet that is like, I think it's like 3/4 water. The whole
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they think you're going to sleep, Esther, because you're not saying anything.
No, she's fully wide awake. Right there. Looking good.
But yeah, so my thought was this is you see a lot of like in the Hudson Valley, where do they come out of? The water area, right? The river,
Mm-hmm.
the lakes up there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And well, how do they get to that point and how do they come out of there? Well, if they're flying through space / water,
Mm-hmm.
okay, they have some kind of wormhole type of thing that they figured out. Oh wait, here's a planet with a lot of water. We can be pretty safe getting out of there. You know, getting into that planet without crashing into land or something like that.
Like
the crash at Roswell, yeah, the crash at Roswell. But that was probably one of those situations where they misnavigated And I don't think we brought it down. I think they just made a mistake in their navigation, and they wound up in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, and other UFOs and things that crashed. Some are destroyed completely, and there's no evidence except for the markings that they leave on the ground.
Mm.
But then there is others that there are pieces there that nobody talks about, and nobody says a thing about it.
Mm.
And
I had wondered if where they come from, the gravity is completely different.
yeah,
And so they evolved for that. So their heads are huge.
Yeah. I've wondered
You know,
about
because
that.
they don't have gravity pulling them down. So then when their ship gets near Earth, it like falls because, you know, they didn't know the gravity, but surely they know better.
And
by now.
and if they like materialize into fully flesh and blood, solid here, I'm sure the gravity and the pressure, everything may be completely different from where they come from. So they
ooh,
feel,
that's a good point. Yeah.
yeah,
So some of them are usually medium height to and thin, right? Like they're about anywhere from 6 to 7 feet tall,
yeah,
and they're usually thin though. They're not really any kind of body mass to them.
yeah.
So like their arms are like sticks practically. They're not really
Mhm.
muscular or anything.
The,
And same with their legs.
the
So
ones I saw were only like 3.5 foot tall. They were small.
yeah, and they could
Like
have
the
been
evens.
they could have been a youth. They could have been a youth as well, and we don't know how long the youth is as far as the years that they're young like that. They could be young like that for 100 years. Who knows?
Mm.
And then see, that would be the other question: is how old are some of the ones that we see here? You know,
Mhm.
and we don't know that. But the big eyes,
Mhm.
I got a speaking of eyes, I got an allergy problem here. So, but the big eyes, for instance, uh, that would come from probably either their location at their sun, where their sun is in relation to their planet.
Mhm.
So if they're in a cave and they live in a cave area.
Yeah, I don't. That's something I don't believe when they say that,
Okay.
because a lot of times they get into that they're down below our surface here, down below,
Hmm.
and I don't buy that.
I think they live in the darkness, and that's why their eyes are so big, is to try to see in the dark.
I
Yeah.
think that would be the most logical reason why.
Or like traveling in space, maybe because there's no sunlight out there
I don't know.
next to
Or
them.
they could just put that film on when they come here because they're not used to so much light.
Yeah. Interesting. I like that.
Maybe it provides a much wider scope to the brain or something. You know, really advanced. It's an advanced sort of thing.
What do you think that with the big eyes that they have?
Hmm.
Like I'm thinking about Little Red Riding Hood with the big wolf. My, what big teeth you have. What? But
No,
anyway, um, do you think that they see out the side of them? Like we can see off to the side of ours.
that's a good question because it's really odd to me. If I was to see one and it's verified that there's no white to the eye,
Right. No
that's
people.
yeah, it could be that they do see out the side too.
Okay. They have the whole visual
I'm thinking just
perspective.
so much more brain function that than we kind of understand, because their heads are so big, huge brain, and they've been around for 1 million years or something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. And then you've heard of the theory that they're actually us in the future, right?
yeah, I've heard that.
You heard of
I
that
might have
theory?
thought that a long time ago, but no, no. When I hear that now, I don't. I just don't feel that way.
I want to
And
know if they have any extra, vision out the sides like that, because because they turn their heads, and if they could see that way, they wouldn't turn their heads.
And then look at what Ufi writes about their eyes.
Oh.
They're not actually optical.
Not actually optical. Oh, come on now. Could be a totally different. What else would there be? What, sensing the temperature? Or
just for looks. Just for looks.
Just for looks.
So that's good question there, Ufi. All
well,
right.
It would be, I'm sure if you met one, you'd be like, well, let me see. You're thinking, it's looking my way. I think those are eyes. Let me
You know what I'd ask him? You know what I'd ask him, right?
What did you ask him?
Which way is the moon?
Which way is the moon?
Which way is the moon going? Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then he'd be like, he'd be arguing with me probably. Yeah.
Trust me. It'll be interesting when we get Mark cornered.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if did you ask Daryl on SkyTour Radio or SkyTour live stream about that, and he said that he agreed with what I was saying.
Daryl?
Yeah, Daryl. He's the astronomer's astronomer.
Did I meet him?
No. Did you hear him on Mark's show when he answered the question?
No. It's I'm sorry. I don't want to piss you off. I'm just going to say it briefly. It's going to be a quick answer, and I don't want to ask Mark myself. I'm going to have you do it because he's going to think I can't tell you what he's going to think. Let's just drop it.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
I do not want to ask him that question.
All right. I'll ask him.
Yep.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Well, we're both in a great mood, so we can actually talk about it. Okay, here's the thing. Ron feels that the moon can rise in the west, and my understanding is that the moon would never rise in the west. It always, just like the sun, it rises in the east and it sets in the west.
But why does the sun rise in the east?
Why does it?
Yeah.
It's all due to our rotation.
Yeah. And the moon actually orbits around the Earth, correct?
Right, but it's not going faster. If it was going faster around the Earth than we were spinning, you would be right. It would rise in the west.
But you've seen the new moon with the 3-day-old.
That's a different thing, and you wouldn't listen to. We were trying to reason with you, but we can explain what that means about the new moon. It's not about where it is or which way it's going. The new moon is about how much light we see, the crescent, the amount of the crescent, full moon. That's what they're talking about.
But what I want to ask you is before we get together in a couple of weeks, I want you to take a look at the moon if you have clear weather. I know you got some bad weather up there now, but if you have maybe 3 or 4 days, you can actually look at the moon, and you can see it, and you can tell where it comes up, and where it goes down. Okay. And each night it's gonna be higher up and farther to the east.
Oh, I just thought of something. We could both go and look at Stellarium web right now, and you could see that. And that's, you know what, that's one of those things that I wouldn't even see. I can't be outside at that time when it rises. I'm not going to go that into it.
Right.
But I could show you on Stellarium that it never rises on the west.
That's interesting. Esther, what do you think?
I don't know. We were talking about how compasses work and who sat down and figured out that a magnet could interact with Earth's magnetic
and find
field.
the north. Find the
it's
north.
so amazing. That's just one of those things.
I was just like, I don't know where it came from, but I was
just
like, who figured that out? Like, I know it works, but who thought, well, let's do this and it might work? Because how did they figure that out?
Right. Yeah. Imagine there was a time before the compass. I would imagine a human, time before the compass until
Oh
they
yeah.
invented that.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I mean they had, I know like a long time ago, sailors, they did the things with on the maps and all that kind of stuff. But
Hmm.
when you get to some places, it goes crazy, like the Bermuda Triangle.
Hmm.
Um, I just thought, who sat down and thought this would affect that? You know what I'm saying? How did they piece that together?
What, to invent the compass?
Yeah.
Yeah. Likely, I think it has to do, and Ron must know a bit about this. Like there's magnetic rocks. There are magnetic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that you and someone, I bet they have a way of teaching this, and they have a theory about exactly what happened. But say they dropped one of those magnetic rocks here, and they noticed that it rotated. What the hell? They're like, what? And so they played
Hmm.
with it a little more, and they're like, this can't be. This is magic. It's
Yeah.
magic. How is this possible? You know,
Yeah.
because me, I wanna know more about. I'm trying to. What is the thing? I have this little toy. Um, that it's a piece of plastic that looks kind of like a canoe, right? A little toy, and when you spin it, it will not go counterclockwise, or it's
Yeah.
either the one. It will only go one way, and in fact, if you try and spin it the other way, it'll start shaking and then go back the other way. I want to know more about that.
You mean like a gyro or like a top? Like a
There is obviously some force of energy that we can't see, that is showing that it's there. That's something very interesting. Just imagine like a pencil. Say it was a pencil, but it's not. It's a different thing. It's a little canoe-like shape. Say you had a pencil. Imagine spinning it on your desk,
yeah.
and you can get it to go one way, but when you try and get it to go the other way, it won't go. It shakes and goes
Right.
back the other way. And it
Mm.
has to do, with the shape of it. It's just a piece of plastic. But the first time I saw that was when what's his name? This guy was doing an interview. Dave something, with an old guy before he died who had all this stuff. One of the things he had was actually pictures of an alien, which were found to be an alien you could buy at Walmart, which made it ridiculous. But this guy showed us that thing. That was one of the little things he showed us, and I was like, wow, that's. I want to know about that force. There's something that's very interesting about that.
Oh yeah.
That toy only spinning one way, and that's one of the reasons we got into talking about the water in the toilet, right?
Yeah.
I think it's linked to that, something to do with that sort of thing.
All right.
It might have to do with rotation of the planet and all that. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. The poles have a magnetic uh, attraction, of course, due to the Earth's
Mm,
rotation, and of course due to the sun and everything. Everything connected. All of
mm,
it connected,
mm,
and somehow we equate the North Pole with that uh, particular heading or whatever to make it north. You know.
yep.
And then in the south, you do for the south. It's totally different. It is different. It's not the same.
Yeah.
And on my ship, we had a giant compass that we use, and we had the big iron balls that were beside the compass on each side.
Hmm.
And you see that on some of the old
Like
Navy ships.
cannonballs or something.
Yeah, like giant cannonballs, but they were for the so that nothing magnetic would be around it and
Oh,
cause a distraction of the field.
oh, they would
Okay.
actually almost like a shield sort of thing.
Yeah. So
Wow.
like if we had speakers like for the sound powered phones that we used, they still had magnets inside those sound
Hmm.
powered headphones.
Yep.
And um if they got near the compass, well that could off make it go off tune. And Lorraine is here. Hi Lorraine. Lorraine from Canada.
Lorraine. Holy mackerel!
Yeah,
It's Lorraine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where is she? Is she in? Was she, I
YouTube.
don't know if she's near Toronto or what, but I know she just
No,
moved.
she's
A little.
way north of that stuff.
She
Way.
moved. She moved a little while back, right?
Oh,
Got her new place
I got the impression she you would have to drive like 7 hours north to get there. Or
from
probably more.
Toronto. From Toronto.
Yeah, from there. I don't know, or here.
Oh wow.
I just get the feeling she's way up there.
Yeah, that's like where I'm at here. And I have to drive anywhere I go is 2 hours away. Don't matter.
Yeah. The postage.
Walmart 2 hours away. Whatever you're talking about is 2 hours away.
That's what you got to
Uh,
do when you live on a postage stamp, right?
that's right. Hey, except for all the lights in the city, you
Oh, that's nice.
move
Yeah.
you move away from the city to get away from the
Yep.
city lights, and then everybody comes in here and they put the security lights up. Like, oh no, we gotta have these up because we don't feel safe. And why in the hell did you move to a town that's in the middle of the cornfield if
I
you don't feel safe?
Isn't the air there really good? I bet the air's got to be nice. With
Well,
all there's all like farmland around, right? And corn.
yeah, you got that. That's where the allergies come from, and of course,
Oh,
trees and
okay.
plants and
Yeah.
everything else.
Well,
But then
that's
you have the leaf burning. You have leaf burning. You have fire pits burning that aren't supposed to be burning according to the rules ordinance. But anyway,
You think there's any moonshiners around that make moonshine?
I'm sure there is, but I don't know.
They don't advertise.
Yeah. So perhaps you built that first one in order to capture the memory of what you. Oh, she's talking to Tom. Never mind. Oh, now I gotta
I think
now I
it's
gotta
a
scroll up.
I think it's a meteorite.
Okay. So the meteor rock. Okay.
Oh,
There you
meteorite,
go.
I
Like-
think
like a magnetic.
it's not magnetic, but it's super heavy for its size. And one side it looks like black melted metal, and the other side
Yeah.
looks maybe rusted like iron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
usually I think what they look like.
Oh yeah. And it's heavy.
Yeah,
For the
it's heavy for its size. Yeah, I mean,
And if you could somehow measure how old it was, you'd be astounded.
Do you have a magnet? Can you test it? Like, would it
this
be
one's
magnetic?
not magnetic. I have
Okay.
one before my daughter found in the yard, and it was magnetic. And I carried it to my chemistry professor, and he said, "Yeah, it was a meteorite."
Okay, that
And
one
it was
was.
super,
Okay.
super heavy, but wasn't magnetic. And this one isn't either.
Well,
maybe
where did
it
you
will.
find that one that you have there?
I don't.
Where did you find that one?
My dad passed away in August, so I've
Oh.
been going through his things because we're getting ready for an estate sale.
Wow.
And he had it with all his arrowheads and
Oh, I wish I could go to that estate sale. Wow.
all that came here. It's not going to be for sale.
So that rock was in from South Carolina area.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
That would be an area of that type of a rock, I would think.
Would
What
it be
would
melted though? You think? Because it looks like melted metal.
Yeah, they melt. Oh yeah. They went through extreme heat coming in.
and then do you have any
It started
volcano?
out as like the size of the moon.
What?
Do you have any
it was that
volcanoes in
big?
the area? I
And
don't
then
know.
it melted down, and it melted down to a little rock from the size of the moon.
No, I'm saying it could have from somewhere.
Oh, someplace like a moon, like the moon.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
could
Papa
be.
Tom said,
I don't know. Is it some of that maybe comes from the asteroid belt or something? Is that what it's called? Not the asteroid belt. There's some kind of belt they talking about.
funny. And then Oofy was
How about
just
the
asking
Kepler?
him. Oofy was just asking about the rocks. So if you got any more rocks, she
Taylor,
wants
I
to see
brought
the
them
rocks.
all. I have all the things.
I bought on eBay a really cool rock. It's and the person I bought it off on eBay said, "Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's my favorite rock." Right? and it looks almost like cement, but it's actually natural rock, and it's shaved off. And where it's shaved off on the flat surface, it has plant life from petrified from a
Yeah.
billion years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. It looks like you painted or something. You know what I mean? Like an artist painted, like plants on it. But no, it's real plants.
Yeah, I have found I found one when I was in the river digging, and I didn't find very much gold, but I found a lot of rocks,
Yeah.
and I found this one rock. It I don't know it I think it looks like it's a petrified piece of bark, from the tree.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
I have that.
Yeah.
It looks like this. If it's from out west.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that?
Oh.
yeah. Well, this is more like brown, really dark brown, and it's of course if it's petrified, it'd be hard and solid.
And here, Ron, this is your amethyst planet you went to.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
That's a very common crystal.
That's nice.
Get amethyst. It's purple.
That's energy there.
Love amethyst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some of those.
So yeah, Oofy likes the sparkly rocks. She likes all the sparkly rocks.
I got more, but I don't want to bore
Oh yeah.
everybody.
No, I don't think you're boring anybody. So, but no, I like to see things that are cool looking and that are interesting that are from here. When I go prospecting, which I can't do right now, but when I do, I get in the river. I'm actually in the river usually most of the time, and I'm digging in the middle of the river, and I'm getting all kinds of rocks. Not just I do find some gold, but it's more of the adventure of it rather than any really finding any getting rich. I would say
You
you're
can
not gonna
find,
get.
yeah, you can find like rubies or whatever
Oh yeah,
in like a
yeah,
river and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
I've
I
got here's some fool's gold right here.
Fool's gold.
Yep.
Oh yeah. When I was a kid and I was in Denver,
yeah,
Colorado, my grandfather brought us to a mine, and there was a ton of that around a huge hole, and we got to
yeah.
take a few rocks home with us.
Oh yeah, and
All
it looks cool. It does look cool,
it does, yeah.
and
My daddy had this.
Oh yeah, a nice
that's a quartz, right?
obelisk or yeah, I like
Here's the
those.
obelisk.
Man, I got boxes loaded with that stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
These. Jesse sent me these.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And I
And what?
got pink sapphires from the river up here in North Carolina. They're tiny, tiny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I love sapphires.
And then I got like a box of random stuff I pick up and find here, yonder, and there.
And now you woke Goofy up. Now she's looking at all these rocks you're showing. Good night,
Yeah.
Papa Tom.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
taking off? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, good night.
No, it's kind of late for him. He's same time as I am, but he's on a different time schedule, I guess. All right. So he's having some issues. So hopefully he'll
Uh-oh.
get some rest and be able to rest all night. So OCT is dropping. Meaning, I guess no drooling. Oh, okay. There you go. Let me put that on big window there. Drooling. There you go. Glasses are not worth what they're supposed to be.
I have this knife collection, right?
Oh yeah.
That I actually recently just pulled out for the first time since I bought it back in like I think it was about 208 or 209,
Oh wow.
2008, right? I
Where did
went
you find them? Where did you find the
all
collection?
on eBay, everything on eBay, and it was mostly all auctions, so you got them real cheap, right? And I cannot believe, you know what? I got four cases full of these cases. I want to just weigh them so that I can, brag about how much just the weight alone. It's
Mm.
so huge. This
You have
collection.
like just pocket knives or
Yeah, yeah. No,
swords or
actually can't really say what a lot of them are.
okay.
I shouldn't. But a lot of them, yeah, pocket knives, yeah,
All right.
and just really cool. Oh, I love
Well,
that stuff.
heck, you can go to you got flea markets up there, right?
Yeah, a lot of them I could sell, but there's a lot I couldn't sell.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I'd get in big trouble.
Oh, okay, I got you. Because
Yeah.
of their value. Yeah.
Their
All right.
value? No, no, it's the way they open.
Oh, I get you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you. Yeah, you can't show them. You can't sell them.
Yeah,
You
and
can't.
we never said anything right here. All we said, that's all I
Yeah,
said.
that's fine. No, I got you. Yeah, I think most of the states say that's a no-no.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. By the state. Yep. And yep.
So, but yeah, that's all right though. I like them for the collectability of them,
Oh
and
yeah. I could. It would take me hours to pull them all out and show you every single
oh
one.
yeah.
Oh, I love them.
I wanted
What's
to
that
show you
one?
this Oofy, and I have extra if you want one. I'll just send it to
Oh,
you.
there you go. Oofy would like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that all one rock or is it put together?
It's okay, on the back you can see the metal wire so that
Wow. It is. Yeah,
so
it's
the
like
energy
a
is
stained glass
connected.
window.
So
Yeah.
so the energy is connected to your skin, and then
Oh, wow.
each little each little gem is actually little bitty pieces of the gem.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That is
Hey,
something.
Oofy, you gotta contact Esther there on the Facebook,
because
and she's on the Art Radio shows, so you can connect with her that way.
If you put that necklace on, magic things happen, right?
no, that
No.
happens when I wear my amethyst one.
Oh, wow.
But
Show
I'll
me
show
that.
you
Show me
one.
the amethyst necklace.
Yeah,
Though.
let's see the magic.
Here it is.
That's it.
Every single day, every minute, everything we experience, this is all a miracle.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
But I have extra some of these because I do like bling boxes that I've just started putting on Etsy.
Hmm.
And so I have a few of those. If Oofy wants one, I know she loves the sparkles.
There you go. That's cool. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, Oofy, you need to connect with her on Facebook if you haven't yet. And she's very visible and posting for Jesse and helping us out here. And so make sure that you get in touch with her if you want something. So there you go. Oh, okay. I'll show that just in case. Okay. Tell Esther we sent her info.
You
And
gotta
link.
you gotta kind of flip back and forth between YouTube and StreamYard too,
Yeah.
because I'm on YouTube and all of a sudden one of you guys are talking and I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, you gotta mute the
Well, not
YouTube
just the
stream.
sound, no, just looking. Like if I'm watching
Oh,
YouTube, I'm not
it's a little
seeing you
delayed.
talk when I hear you. It's because
Yeah, it's a little delay.
delay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't make them work together either.
Well, we'll get it figured out for you guys. And
I mean, I could right now split Chrome windows and just put them next to each other. It would make
there
it.
you go. And you see the delay, unless it would be the same time then, if it's on the same window. I don't know.
No, just make two windows. One where I see both YouTube and StreamYard, so that when you're
Okay.
talking, I just look to the right. That's StreamYard. But when I'm looking at chat, I'm looking. You know what I mean?
That's like when they do the entity voices, they have the Facebook stream, and then they have the YouTube stream. Well, I like to hear the Facebook stream because it's more on time, right?
Yeah.
But I like to watch the YouTube because it has better look than the Facebook.
But is there good chat in the Facebook?
There is when everybody shows up.
'Cause I remember seeing that it said on Facebook. I was on some show to try it once, and it looked like it said you can comment here, and I'm like, where's that going to go? I don't see anyone else's comments, you know?
Right. Yeah. It depends on who shows up and how many show up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sometimes on the Facebook chat, everyone's over on YouTube, or if I like sometimes I'll be on YouTube and then everybody will be on Facebook, and it's like I always got the wrong one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I'm on
Murphy's Law.
StreamYard right now, and if it has a chat, but if I touch the chat on StreamYard, it takes me out of StreamYard.
You won't see it, or you'll disappear. Okay, I got you. That's weird. There has to be a way to get around that. That might be an. Are you on Android or Apple?
Apple.
Oh well, that's another problem. So, just my personal opinion. I haven't had any good luck with Apple personally. So I've always had better luck with Android or Intel, products. So Microsoft products. Although this computer now, I can't access my files to use them on the downloads. On some of the downloads, I can't use them, and it's like, oh, you don't have permission to use it. I'm the administrator and owner. I should have permission. So I don't know why that is. I gotta figure that one out. So
I just ordered a new phone last night. I can't wait to get.
which one?
It's called a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
A32. Which one is that now?
I don't know. I think it's a newer one, and the reason I went with it is I know so little about phones, and there's so many options. I'm like, what am I gonna do? So then I was talking to my brother, and I figured out that I want this, I want that, I want this and that. And he said, call your company, T-Mobile, call the T-Mobile store, ask them if they have a deal on something that has all that ability. And
Yeah.
I did that, and she said it's a she described the Samsung Galaxy. You have to at least buy the Samsung Galaxy A32, which is $280. And so immediately I say, okay, thank you. And I go to eBay, and I found one for $110.
There you go.
Brand new.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Unlocked and everything.
Yeah. I checked with him. I said, and it's coming from it's a guy in the Bronx is shipping it.
Right.
And yeah, I asked him, will it work with my thing? Took him about 15 minutes. He came back and said, yes, it will.
Okay.
All right.
We're looking at. Oh, okay. I was getting dizzy there.
Sorry, my battery was going dead. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. YouTube chat is better, Oopie says. But yeah, Oopie, the only thing is to contact her on the messenger. That's the best way to do it. And then you can send your address or whatever you need to do. Oh, she might be back. Maybe.
Imagine if YouTube did something drastic like takeaway chat. I mean, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, the
Oh, we just have to go to use Discord or use something.
I was an avid Yahoo chatter. Every day, every night we were in some chat room, all friends in there, having a blast.
Oh yeah.
Then it's just gone.
Yeah. So have you had any on Friday the 13th? How has this day been for you, Eric?
It's definitely interesting. I got literally two UFO reports came in today.
Oh no way.
Yeah. And they're both abduction cases, which is kind of rare in Massachusetts. That'll be interesting to see how they pan out.
All right. Did they describe the craft or anything, or can you share it?
The first one from earlier today is from out western Massachusetts, and all he really said was that he knows this stuff about them, blah blah. He had no particular, no video, no audio, nothing to really. Just making a claim that he's an experiencer, and and hopefully we can follow up on him, and he's really got something good, you know. I don't know. It's very vague. He may be. A lot of times, you know, it could be someone mentally impaired or something, you know. But
Oh, there ain't nobody that way. Come on.
huh?
There ain't nobody with any mental issues.
No,
No.
not in this planet.
No.
Um,
I'm normal. You're normal. Everyone's
well,
fine.
at least we try to act like it anyway.
Yeah.
But, so, and then the one that just came in, a long, detailed description, saying that something triggered just now. He's saying something triggered what happened to him back in 1993 when he was a kid in the back seat of his parents' car, and something that happened one night on the highway. And I started to read it. I didn't read it all, but he was getting into the fact that he was kind of laying down in the back of the car, but his dad stopped the car on the side of the road. They thought maybe a plane had crashed in the woods. And he says then they all got out of the car for no reason at all. They all slowly walked into the woods towards the light, and like they were being controlled, you know. And that's about as far as I read so far.
That's strange. What?
Yep.
And they're like on a highway in the middle of the woods?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're like the only car.
I mean, it's weird because when stuff like that happens, it might not come out for 40 years, and then you remember it like just like it just happened. But it's
I totally believe that. I totally believe. I mean, just the fact alone that I know during a dream the other night, during a dream, I was someplace that I knew. I mean, I knew it, but like right now, I couldn't tell you a thing about it. I don't remember it. But it was very strange that I was very used to something, some place.
Yeah.
Like maybe a past life or just, but I knew the place, and now here in waking day, I have no idea what it was. No idea.
Now, would you be interested in doing a regression session?
Yeah, I think I would. And I've got a guy here, one of our MUFON members in Massachusetts, who I think I'll be no, he's not coming to the meeting. He is a hypnotist, and he's eager to work with me. Like if I want to quit smoking or whatever. He thinks I told him I want to quit smoking. But that's one thing I could tell you for sure. I never told him I wanted to quit smoking. That's not me. I don't want to quit smoking. I love smoking.
Let's smoke. You want to?
There you go.
Yeah.
It's Friday night, you know.
Yeah, but
in that case, I'll get a drink of my cancer soda.
But what are you paying for those cigarettes?
I know.
Oh God!
Probably years off my life.
Oh man! No. I mean the price of a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, down here it's like $5.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. But I actually make my own cigarettes, and it comes out to be $1 a pack.
Oh yeah.
And they're the highest quality cigarettes. Probably much safer. No chemicals in them. Very naturally pure. And
only the tobacco leaf. That's it.
Yep, and they are very high quality.
Yeah.
So Eric, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse Peaks. Is that who? Jesse Peaks.
Yeah, he's doing the Project Batec 404. He's my director of that project.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's the director of a project?
Yeah.
And what is it?
It's a research project called Batec 404.
Oh, yeah?
Which is the error code you get. It's basically, the way that electromagnetic fields on UFOs affect our technology now as compared to in the past.
Oh.
So we're pulling up, tons of old reports. We're comparing it with new reports.
Uh-huh.
Cameras quit working, that kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
He started that project in October, and we're still working on it.
Kind of like some UFO cases, they report that the car all of a sudden just shut down. Like,
yeah, the car would just shut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a physicist involved, and it's that's a lot to do with electronics and all that kind of stuff. But now people are having things break in on XM stereo or their cell phone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've had my cell phone cut out. Like I said, doing here in Wyndham, it's a 30-minute drive. There shouldn't be any interference whatsoever. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm using my cell phone for my video, as I'm driving. And then all of a sudden it'll drop out. And it's like, why would I lose the cell signal when there's nothing here to interfere with it?
Yeah.
You
Well, it's just the reach and all of I think I don't. Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting, and I'm sure.
He's in the Pennsylvania conference, and he has his, everything on the board of what's going on and what we're finding out, and then it's going to be published for the public when we're done.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. So this is a side project because he's in MUFON, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a younger generation.
Does that sound too loud when I'm munching on these pork rinds?
I can hear it, but not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
well,
go ahead.
if it is, you can blame it on my phone.
All right, Lorraine, have a good night.
Yeah.
And weekend. Yeah.
Right, a little bit, maybe slightly related also, but I think it's something else. As to when a UFO shuts down nuclear missiles at
Yeah.
And fires them up.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think they have them in Russia. They almost went into launch. Yeah.
Yeah, Russia's done it too.
Oh, Lorraine, I thought you were leaving. That's what I thought. I was reading it. I was reading it wrong.
Oh my God, they're so good. I can't stop eating them.
It sounds like. But so now, you've heard of that case here in Minnesota about the sheriff in 1971, was it, or 75, or something like that?
With like a Latino name.
I don't know. It was up north, and
I'm thinking of different.
I can't remember what county. No, it was northern Minnesota, and small town. He was driving a Ford LTD, for the sheriff's car,
Mm-hmm.
and those things, they were all steel them days,
Oh yeah.
There's no plastic on them. Hey, Bobby, how you doing?
Bobby's here.
Bobby's been lurking, okay, and welcome. And so anyway, the light came out of nowhere down a 2-lane highway, right? And it came out of nowhere, went through the car. Okay, he had a blackout, or he blacked out or whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand why he was missing any time, whatever.
Was the whole car, was the side of the car all wrinkled up?
I can't remember how the story's in the MUFON journal. You can look it up. And,
I'm bad. I don't read any of those.
And but there was damage to the car that was unexplainable. If it was something a craft that crashed into it,
yep,
the car wouldn't be. The car wouldn't be there. Like if an airplane crashed into your car, you wouldn't be talking.
Something like that happened to a car on a highway, and the whole side, it didn't look so much like something physical hit it. It's more like it melted it, and
Yeah.
like just it got all wrinkled up, all the metal, and it made no sense.
Yeah, he had there was some windshield damage, but
Hmm.
they couldn't explain how it broke that way. If it's coming at the car,
Hmm.
and it looked like it came out of the car, from the inside of the car. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and then the other thing is that there was a headlight that was broken. Light on the top was broken,
Hmm.
and I can't remember if the mirror was broken or not. But anyway, it's pretty weird damage for not being hit by anything.
Yeah.
And he still, when he did the history special on the History Channel,
Hmm.
they couldn't explain any of it, and that's in a museum here in Minnesota.
The car.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that's a historical case that there's just no explanation for it.
Hmm.
And so I think we still have more questions than answers on most of this stuff.
Oh yeah. Mm.
And Goofy's trying to get someone to play checkers in her
And
in
check
her
it.
game in her game site. I don't think I am. I'm gonna be going to sleep myself. So,
Yeah,
but
you getting
well,
tired?
yeah, it's getting time. We've been almost 2 hours. I don't know if you got something else to talk about in another 20 minutes. We can go 2 hours.
Yeah. So you're going to be occupying the big Tycho's chair when you get there.
Oh yeah, like
Yep.
always.
Yeah.
Well, he gave it to me last time. He let me sit in
Yeah.
it.
Oh no, that's yours when you get
And
there. That's yours.
yeah, and then
Tycho will
I
have to deal with it.
oh yeah, he was really nice to me, and I was nice to him. We got along fine. So as far as I know, he didn't leave anything on my shoes or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
what? I think he pissed on Mark's
Like
tie
what he
or
did with
something.
Mark's tie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he might have did that because of his dog.
Yeah.
Mark has a dog.
He he
So
he felt that Mark like thought he was smarter than him or something.
oh yeah, there you go.
You
Well,
know.
you're not smarter than me. I'll show you.
Yeah. And Mark has had experiences like one with a like almost like a spirit of a dog came into
Oh
his
yeah,
place or something. Yeah.
yeah. And that was kind of weird because he
Yeah.
doesn't believe in that kind of stuff necessarily.
Oh, he does, and he's got a lot of stories now. But that one, it was so real that he ended up, I think, falling on the floor or something. It caused him to fall on the floor.
Yep, yep. He had a sort of a blackout, I guess you can call it. I don't know.
Oh, maybe, yeah. And I think that's something else. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't mean necessarily negative, bad, physical. Just something he just shut down. You know.
Yeah.
So, and he was happened to be standing when he did that, so obviously he'd fall when that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if you're sitting in a chair, you might not fall over or fall down. You just
Yeah.
blink out and come back in when you wake up.
Yeah.
I've done that a few
Yeah.
times. Not when I'm driving, thankfully. But
My cousin who died, who I lived with, that happened to him about, that must be 20 years ago now.
yeah,
He'd be sitting in the chair and all of a sudden he lights out, right?
yeah.
He comes back and he says, I just had an experience with Rose Kennedy. Rose
Wow,
Kennedy had just died. And he's
wow.
like, he said, and I totally believe him because he's had a lot of abilities, that guy. And but then he was driving our car with my friend John in it, and he tapped out at the wheel and almost drove right into a gas station. They drove into a pole next to the gas station. Johnny's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And he was out, lights out. My cousin was just lights out, drove right into a pole.
Mhm.
Wow. So he didn't drive.
Weird.
Yeah, he never
Yeah,
drove.
you got to be careful with that when you're driving. Sometimes you you end up losing
Yep.
your license because it's
I'm
not safe.
I that's another way I could have died when I had
Yeah,
to go into rehab and all that because I was having blackouts and I would just barely would get my body to fall in a way that I wouldn't hurt myself too bad.
yeah.
But if that happened while I was driving, I could have easily died.
Oh yeah, or hurt somebody else.
Yeah, yeah,
But if you're the only car on the road, then you wind up in a ditch rolling or whatever,
yeah.
and
They
that
they
happens.
yeah, they even there was a nurse in the hospital when I went to the hospital before I went into rehab, and she said, now that you've blacked out like that, you legally cannot drive for 9 months. She says you are not should not be legally driving for 9 months, and they didn't want me to drive my car away from the hospital, but I did
Wow.
anyway. I just no way, I'm driving that car home. Screw you. And luckily,
But
it never happened, you know. And
yeah,
then it was about a month later I went into rehab. I was like, okay, I've got to change something.
well, that's good. That was a good choice. At least
Yeah.
you became aware of it. You realized it, and before you hurt yourself or anyone else.
Haven't had a
So,
drop in a year and a half. Haven't smoked any weed in a year and a half. I had no desire for alcohol or weed.
well, that's an amazing thing.
Yep.
On my soda intake, do you remember how many sodas I used to drink?
Yeah, like 15 2-liter
Yeah,
bottles
there you go.
a day. Yeah, yeah,
I got it down to under 3,
yeah.
so
Wow.
that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is
Uh,
for you. Yeah, to
from 15 to
keeping
3. That's
track.
15 a day down to 3 a day. So, of
Yeah.
course, now the sodas are now 2 liters. They're $2.59.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
So
that carload you fill up when you go from the postage stamp to the store.
yeah.
Now it lasts a little longer.
Oh yeah. I don't run it out every single day going to get soda.
Yeah.
So, but no, I've been doing good on that and drinking more water too. I do have some water that I have next to me.
Have
And I've been drinking more water, and I got some water for my trip, so I don't have to drink soda all the time.
I bet you've
And
never added up the price of all the soda and the gas to go and get it.
I could have paid for my house already.
Yeah, a lot. Almost everyone's got something they
Oh
do.
yeah,
Like everybody's got that thing.
but I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not drinking,
Yeah,
driving drunk or whatever.
and
Um,
I'm a, sort of a firm believer that when they're warning you about the things we're drinking and like diet soda,
yeah,
I don't buy it. I don't care. I don't think it affects me in the least.
right.
I really don't think it's bad at all.
Well, since I have cut back, I noticed my leg does feel better.
Oh, that's good.
My left leg it still has an issue that I gotta get repaired,
Yep.
but Medicare hasn't approved it yet. They will eventually.
Now,
But
big
um,
question, really big question. Does vape bother you when people vape?
I don't like it just because it's smoke, or not really smoke,
It
but
seems
it's
like smoke. Yeah, it's more like
yeah,
steam. I'm just
and it
wondering.
just I worry about the chemical aspect of it, whatever that
Oh,
vape is,
oh
you
yeah.
know,
I think it's
and
just like vegetable juice or something. I really don't.
yeah, and but you never know if they've already had people, actually, okay, Oofy said she had to go. Okay, thank
Oh,
you, Oofy.
take care, Opie. The spirit of Opie. She's the
And yeah, so they were mixing their own concoction in the
putting bad
liquid,
stuff in there.
you know,
Yeah,
and so you wouldn't know what you were breathing on the other side of that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
and that could affect you know everyone.
yeah.
And then just like with the secondhand smoke, and
Mhm.
no offense to anyone that does smoke, but I don't like secondhand smoke.
Yeah, I know, I know.
And so, like, if I'm trying to sleep in the studio there at Bill's house, and everybody's sitting there partying and smoking. That makes it really hard to go to sleep when you can't
Yeah.
breathe.
Oh,
That's the only thing I'm concerned about is, if it's nice weather outside, it's warm.
yeah, it's
Go
different.
outside on the back porch and smoke all you want.
Sure.
Not a big issue. And
there was some people that ordered it from China, the stuff that goes in it.
Yep.
And it
Yeah.
supposedly had THC, but a couple people got really sick, almost died with pneumonia because
Oh.
it wasn't regulated.
yeah, 'cause it goes inside the lungs and it doesn't
Yeah.
come out.
Yes,
Yeah.
Might have had some bad
you're gonna
stuff.
order it from China or somewhere. Do you trust that? Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There was a time when I couldn't get any weed just because I wasn't socially really connected at all. But you could get these chemical powders on the net. I forget
Mhm.
what you call them, but they had the cannabinoids in them.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first got that, and I put some on a cigarette, I got higher than I've ever been in my whole life. I couldn't believe, I almost curled up in a ball and had an experience I can't explain. I saw things that I can't even, I had an experience.
Oh, kind of like what they use for like opium and the peace pipe.
Yeah. I
And
I came back into the room with my cousin. I said, "Have you ever seen something called the Wheels of Time?" And
yeah.
he says, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" I got so high, I saw the Wheels of Time. I
Oh
can't.
boy.
That was wacky.
Well, what did you see on the wheel?
It's kind of like it's like cartoon merry-go-round sort of thing.
You didn't see her radio sticker,
No,
did you?
no,
No?
no. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
why, but no, I didn't see it.
Well, it should have been there. But
That's
anyway.
that's the weirdest part that it didn't have that. I don't get it.
There's a vape shop right down here, and the guy was like, "Hey, don't you want to buy some gummies? Because I was gonna have my skirts, on consignment for sale there."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Why don't you take a few of these gummies home and try them?" And I'm like, "No, thanks.
No.
I don't need any more bad habits."
Yeah,
Right.
Bill and I
Got
had an
plenty.
experience.
And then sometimes when they try to invent things like that, you never know what the long-term effects are. And so they might say it's safe now, and then 10 years down the road, oh, you have such and such wrong with you, whatever. The problem might be liver problem or a kidney problem or
Right, like
whatever.
asbestos and fluoride and all the stuff,
Mhm.
lead in the paint, all the stuff that people got poison with.
It's funny. Our story, me and Bill, is Travis Walton's girlfriend that he had at the time at Bill's. She gave me a cookie. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Can I have a cookie?" And well, first I ate a bite and I was like, "Yeah." And then Bill walks in the door and I go, "Bill," and I held it up to his face, "Smell this." And he goes, "Oh, wow." I said, "Just ask her, she'll give you one." And we both ate the whole cookie without thinking. Oh
Oh,
my
boy.
God. I could barely get to sleep that night. I was tripping. Oh my God.
See, yeah, you got to be careful with that too. That could cause health issues, with
Yep.
your other medications or whatever.
I know somebody a long time ago made some brownies.
I did that.
His dad came in and got some and took them to work for
Oh my
breakfast.
God.
Oh no!
And he had like 4 for breakfast
Yep.
at work.
I can't
He went to
believe
the ER. He thought he was dying.
you're the first person to almost tell my exact same story. I decided when I was a teenager in high school, I decided to make brownies, and I put a nickel bag. It's either a nickel or a dime bag I put in there, right? I made the brownies, and then I don't know where I went, but my mom came home with her boyfriend who happened to smoke weed at the time. This guy was kind of cool, right? And she ate all the brownies.
Oh
Right?
no!
My mom ate the whole batch of brownies, right? And then they went to this Italian restaurant that we usually go to called the Chateau, right? and it's a time, and there's paintings of people all around the room, and she's looking at her boyfriend going, they're all staring at me. Yeah.
Just pictures, huh?
And then the next time the boyfriend comes over, he comes and he's, Eric, what you did, that was very dangerous. But then he goes, but that was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Well, this man, his dad is older now, and he still remembers that because he got off work, went to the ER, and was like, I don't know what's wrong, but he just ate a whole shitload of them,
Yeah.
We had this. We had this teacher in high school who I think he was like I don't know, not a high-ranking teacher, like almost a sub or something. And a friend of mine, Mark, I guess he didn't like him. So he says he put like 5 hits of acid in his coffee.
Oh, no.
Imagine that guy could have died trying to drive home or something.
Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah.
You got to be careful when you go out and you're around people and you don't know who's going to try to do what.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that at Bill, so, yeah.
No, it's all good there, man.
Doesn't acid have, like, strychnine in it or something?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Isn't it dangerous?
I don't know. It can be dangerous. For example, I think it's the lead singer of the Beach Boys. He got some bad acid and had a bad trip or something, and he's never been the same since.
I've heard of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Timothy Leary.
Yeah, that's too bad.
But I remember having one good trip. Was down in, it's called Coconut Grove, Florida, where me and my friend drove down in my IROC Z, and we hung out in Coconut Grove. He knew a lot of like I don't know what you call them, the like beatnik people down there, and there was a guy, I don't know if you know the Grateful Dead stuff, but a big thing for serious Grateful Dead, what do they call them? Deadheads, is they have they like the microbus, the Volkswagen microbus.
Yeah.
And so there's this old time guy, Deadhead, Grateful Dead guy, in the parking lot with a microbus, and he was selling acid. He was the guy that had the acid for everyone there in this parking lot. And so I bought one, and it's funny. I took it, and then we're standing there talking to him for like 15 minutes. And right when he's like, and that's what this stuff is. He's telling me all about the chemistry or whatever. And then he said, and that's what this stuff is. And just when he said that, the pavement on the parking lot started to go like waves. I was like, oh my God. And I said to him, I was afraid you're going to say that. Right. Then I'm saying, and the IROC Z had T-tops, right? You take the tops off.
Oh,
so
God.
The whole night, I'm sitting there looking at the sky, and it didn't matter if I opened or closed my eyes. I was seeing all this kaleidoscope stuff, It was just amazing. It was crazy.
Yeah.
No, I've never.
No?
Never done any.
That's good. It's not good stuff to play with.
No.
I mean, Timothy Leary.
We had people come in high school and talk about, well, I'm, got all this brain damage now because of this and that and that. And so I was just always afraid to try any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And part of it.
And don't smoke, because I can't believe that we actually had a smoking section in high school, which nowadays that's like, no way they would ever even think. But we had a smoking section. But in my high school, as you walked out the door to go to the smoking section, there's a case on the wall with a glass front with a piece of some girl's lung who died of cancer.
Oh no.
And it's all dark and cooked. That's funny. I don't know.
And so you're like 52 or 53 then.
I'm 58. I just turned 58 the other day.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm.
All right.
1964.
All right. I'm only a few years older than you,
Mm-hmm.
so 61.
And you went to war.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you were but you're a
I
veteran.
I was peacetime, not wartime.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't have any war.
Oh, I thought you
No,
went to Vietnam or something.
no. I missed that. I was too young for that.
That's good.
Wrong timing.
Yeah. I
So,
remember when we turned 18, we had to register for the selective service.
yeah.
And
Still
I was
do.
like, I do not want to go to war. And you
Still
know what?
do.
If
Even the
if
girls.
if they ever tried to get me to go, I would have easily been able to fail somehow with
Oh yeah.
my brain, the condition it was in. There's just no way.
After I got discharged after my 4 years and everything was done and I was over the age, but they kept sending me the information. Oh, you got to register. No, I don't. I'm already done. I did my time, so I don't got to register for nothing. That's why I never did.
1984, I got a job up in Gloucester here, and there was a guy I worked with who actually he was a draft dodger. He actually, I don't know why he told me, but
The cat knows it's been 2 hours,
a
huh?
draft dodger. He says when they sent the letter that he knew when they sent the letter that they knew they're gonna tell him to come in.
Yeah.
He wrote, or his mother wrote across the front, deceased, and sent it back.
Oh
And
wow.
so I don't know if he ever if they ever caught up with him. But one thing I know he did, because he was at one of the next jobs I had. He had already worked there, and my other guys, they were calling him. He had changed his last name. I was like, "You're kidding me? No, that's not his name." You
Ah,
know?
okay.
No. What was it? Mm-mm. Oh, Jim Dowd. And then
Okay.
when I went to the second job where he had worked, they're all going, "Oh yeah, that was Jim O'Dowd." Jim
Mm-hmm.
O'Dowd, not Dowd. He was Jim O'Dowd. I'm
The
like,
cat's
oh,
listening
and
here.
I knew exactly why. It's because he's a draft dodger. I knew exactly why he was going.
Right.
Yeah,
So then he keeps changing his name all the time.
right. He
Oh,
doesn't.
then they catch up to him eventually. They
I
find
would
him.
think by now. I mean, it's been a million years. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was 84, and then 2000 when I got the next job. 2000, 84, and then 2000. No shit. That's a long time.
Does the cat know that he's on Facebook and YouTube and
He's got to be. He's got to be. He's got to get the attention. You know how trumps are.
he's all right. He looks
He's
good
a
though.
trump. So
Is he an old guy?
who, this cat?
Yeah.
No, he's only about 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's a big cat.
I've had so many friends. I've had friends. There's a friend I have with a cat that's like crazy. And like, I forget what she said. 17. I don't know. Some crazy, really old.
Oh
I got
yeah.
a dog that's 13. She's
That's
on
good.
the last leg.
That's when my dog died. I think 13.
Yep, that's when my dog died. 13 years old.
Well, I had fun, y'all. I'm gonna hop off.
Oh no! You can't go now.
Eric tries to
You're
get
not
us to
going
go
now.
longer. No, we did pretty good. It's 2 hours. Thank you, Esther, for hanging out with us, and we'll get the audio figured out for sure on both the computer and the
I
phone.
can't find nobody to practice with me. My kids are like, no, go away. Figure it out.
Wow. How old are your kids?
My daughter's 22. My son is 26.
Wow. And they live with you?
My son does. My daughter
Wow.
doesn't. She's
Yeah.
in college.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That is the most important job on
Oh, what do you,
earth.
Esther? Now, before you go, though, what do you have? What do you have coming up? Do you have something coming up with Jesse real soon? You mentioned it to me. Can you talk about that or no? Your interview with Jesse that you're gonna do.
It's secret. It's secret top security work. It cannot be revealed. You can ask me, but I will
Oh, I know what
deny
he's talking
its
about. Yeah,
existence.
he's okay. Yeah, he's gonna interview me as one of the experiencers.
There you go.
This month
Oh,
we're doing experiencers, and so I'm on the 26th because nobody knows my whole story.
an alien experiencer.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's on his podcast. I think he'll probably post it on the Facebook page.
It's UFO Encounters Worldwide.
Yep. Yep. He posts that all the time on the Facebook page.
Yeah, he's been
Oh,
experienced
I found a
all
really
this
cool.
month, and
Look, I've been combing MUFON for good videos, and I found a really good one today. And I was just a few hours ago sent it to Bill, and on his show thing there, we're all looking at it going, "Holy man,
Oh yeah.
it's crazy!" It's
Well, we can share that here. If I had that, I could put it up right here.
he does his
I just hit the
podcast,
volume
and
on
he
this
has
thing. Darn it!
he has a like a really good calm natured demeanor that seems to bring people out and open and able to talk about it. So that's what he's doing this month is experiencers, and his guest this past week, I listened to her, and it was, I mean, I was really, shocked that the things that went on with her, and how he can just draw all that out of people that people don't usually want to share.
Yeah.
So,
And then,
yeah, we'll be
so
doing
hopefully
that.
that'll be good, and hopefully some of us can listen to it. I don't know if I'll be able to. I might be busy because I'll be going to Bill's on the 24th. So I'll
Well, it
be
is
at Bill's.
UFO Encounters Worldwide. It'll be on there when you get back.
Okay, there you go. Yep,
He's
and I'll
got
check it out.
all of his podcasts on one.
And we'll have more to talk about on that one. And then on IT on Friday, I'll try to see if I can try to do a show on Friday night. I don't know if I can or can't. Usually at Bill's place, Eric knows this. Usually it gets kind of crazy there most of the time. Right, Eric? Uh-oh. Did we lose Eric?
Eric,
Uh-oh.
I guess Eric left.
He was there. He must be muted. Anyway, yeah, a lot of times we have stuff going on, people clowning around and things like that in the house. Who knows what's going on? Not a good podcast interview scene when you got people in the house and clowning around and things like that. So I mean, I'll try. I can try to do something like that, but
Yeah, he's really gifted. So
Yeah, when I do interviews with people on the phone, generally I can get them so comfortable that they just come out with everything. It just because people really like talking to me on interviews.
oh yeah. And then you always say, "Oh no, you don't have anything else. You don't have another question."
yeah, I mean,
And then just open up. Just open up, right? All
Yeah,
right. Well, thank you, Esther, again, and Eric. Thank you for jumping on here and joining us tonight. I think we had some fun. Just
yeah,
having a casual conversation. Nothing serious,
yeah,
and some
a lot
laughs
of
as well.
fun. Y'all have a good Friday night.
yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you for
Thank you.
having
You
me.
too.
Nice meeting you.
All
Take
right.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, Eric. I will get you on the next one. If you anytime that I have these, you're more than welcome to be on.
Great.
Uh,
Yeah.
when I have them on Friday, now Kevin has his own show on Tuesday when he does one,
Hmm.
and then of course others have their own shows. Maria and Charles have their own shows. They do their own thing. So, but anytime I'm doing this show on Friday, if you want to be on, you just let me know. And I'll
Yeah.
be more than happy to try to get you the link. And
Hmm.
if Skype works like that, if I get the right Skype like I did tonight, I think, then we'll do it that way. And I'll just send it to you on Skype, and
Sure.
then you can just jump in here when you want. And that's all you got to do is click that link, and you're in.
Hmm.
So I don't think you have to sign in necessarily.
Hmm.
Unless you're a host like me, then I have to sign in.
Yeah.
And, so that's fine. But if you wanted to start a small series on say like UFO sightings or something,
Mm.
and you have photos that you can share that are common
Oh yeah. I'm
knowledge, you
start.
know.
Yeah. I have not searched for material like this for a long time. I don't know why I haven't, but I have a meeting on Sunday, and I want to dazzle people. So I am
Okay.
really digging for good stuff.
Well, then if you wanted to do like kind of a mini sort of a documentary type of thing,
Hmm.
you could talk about the shapes of the UFOs. You could, if you have pictures to show or video to show, you know, that's royalty free. You don't have to worry about getting copyrighted or anything like that, you know.
Nah, you don't have to worry about
And
that.
if it's all clear to use, then
Yep.
that would be something that you could do. And I was doing that with some of the pictures and websites. I learned how to get a website up and share it, and that's pretty neat how it does that.
Hmm.
And I didn't know how easy it was until I tried it, and yeah, it's real easy to do
Hmm.
when you learn how. And then so, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing a series of a new thing that I'm gonna be doing for the tarot card deck. All
Yep.
right. What I'm gonna be doing is sharing with people what the tarot card deck is all about, meaning the different suits and the different cards in each suit, and what it means, you know, when you pull a certain kind of suit in a reading, you know, like today the suit card was the King of Cups. You know, what does a suit of cups mean? You know,
Mm-mm.
and you can look that up, and but I'm gonna try to explain it on a little my own little documentary series on the tarot card deck. Now, everybody has some kind of training session with that. I'm gonna try to do my own. I'm trying to learn how to do the video thing or the presentation thing on the PowerPoint, which I'm still getting used to that.
Hmm.
But when I get used to that and figure it out, then it'll be should be pretty good when I get it done.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna try to experiment with it and see what I can come up with. But as a beginning statement of this documentary, there are 5 what I call suits of the tarot card deck, of the standard tarot card deck,
Hmm.
which I use the AE weight rider deck. Okay,
Hmm.
and it has 78 cards, and it has 5 suits, which would be the major arcana, and then cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. If I got that in the right order, I might have the order mixed up. Anyway, those are the 5, and each one has a different meaning according to what we're talking about. Um,
I have a
y-
brand in my hand, a brand new package of tarot cards.
oh
It
yeah,
it's got a bunch of stuff in it, including the deck. It's called the Wild Unknown Tarot Deck and Guidebook. Has a new Justice card, and it's
yeah.
written and illustrated by a Kim Kranz.
Oh wow,
Yeah, I'll
okay,
bring it with me. It's a brand new package.
there you go.
I
And you
thought
could
I,
do some.
yeah, I thought it was worth a whole lot of money, but then when I ran it on like eBay, they're going pretty cheap. That
Okay,
I wouldn't even bother.
about $10.
No, no, like you could get them for like 20 or something.
Okay,
You know,
all
uh,
right.
I mean, some of they're also trying to sell them for $70. You know what I mean?
Oh wow,
But I know the
Ben,
way things work. If you can get it on an eBay for $20, I'm not going to try to sell it to someone for more than that.
right.
And $20 isn't worth my time.
Right. Yeah. And you can, if you understand it, or you feel the energy of it, you can use it yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
And
I want to bring it brand new, shrink wrapped, and
yeah.
we'll figure out what to do with it. I also have possibly almost every UFO book ever written that was donated to me, and I'm thinking that's another thing I might bring is I don't know if you
Wow.
read books, but I have like 3 or 4 full cases of books
Wow.
that a guy donated to MUFON, gave them to me, said I can do whatever I want with them.
Wow, that'd be cool. Heck,
Yeah.
that'd be a thing to talk about right there. Just talking about some of that.
Yeah.
So he got frustrated with the whole situation, probably.
No, he loves it, wants to get into it, and might even become a field investigator. But he has all these books, and he's like,
He didn't want to carry all the books around.
he's just gonna give it to someone where he knows it's going to the right place.
There you go.
Yep.
And now you can share it with whoever might be
Everyone.
interested.
Yeah.
Yeah. And heck, you can have if you're gonna maybe donate them or give them away, as people. Oh, that's a cool book. No, go ahead and take it. Yeah, if you're not trying to make money off it, just go ahead and give it as a gift.
I was just picturing being at Bill's house and almost building like a little shrine of books
There you go.
way up high, and I can come in and hello, enjoy, take one and look at it.
Yeah. You'd be amazed that people will really like that because it'll make them feel special. Like, oh, you're giving me something for free.
I love giving people things. I love it.
There you go.
I just received. I realized it kind of came out of the blue. I just received 2 rolls of 2022 Kennedy $50, uncirculated, right?
Ooh, those can be valuable.
Yep. And I have little plastic capsules I put them in, and I'm giving them to my friends, and they love them.
There you go. Well, the $50 silver, if it's silver.
Nah, these are 2022, and it's just
but they could be made silver. They could be made silver.
Sometimes they do still, yeah.
I mean, I do have a 2017 silver dollar. But, I can get it right here. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
I have this one.
Is it Kennedy or
this one here, Liberty?
Oh, I love those. I have a lot of those. Yeah.
This one here, I had two of them. Yeah. In a series, but I gave one for a birthday gift, and he was really happy about that. There's the back.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, that's silver. Yeah. I have one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. And this one here
had one too.
This one is a MS-70 is a grade.
Mine isn't graded. Yeah, that's nice.
And it's not coming out of this case. It's
that's sealed. Yeah,
they're about 80 some to $100.
Wow.
Okay. I bought 2 of them. I got a good deal on 2 of them. I can't remember what I paid for them now. But anyway,
they sell like hotcakes on eBay right now.
And this is silver. This is actual 100% silver. Not and then I
bought a fake one too, because you can get the fake ones on eBay.
Oh yeah. Well, I got the one from the casino, or not the casino, the coins, whatever you call it, network. But here's a casino coin, is what I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
Now this is that was painted here, but that wore off, unfortunately. But it did shine it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, those casino coins. Yeah.
It is pretty well dingied up, from being handled, And,
did they use those on the machines or something?
Yes, they did. This is actually a $10 coin, right? But now this is 1 ounce of silver. 1 ounce of silver. Okay.
And the casino coin?
Yeah, 1 ounce of silver. Pure silver.
Troy
Now, I don't know why this is brass color, but anyway, the actual center of it, yes, the whole thing is 1 ounce of silver. That's what it says. 99.999 ounce. 1 ounce.
They call it Troy ounce.
And so, going rate for silver is over $24 an ounce.
Yep.
This is a $10 coin, as it is, face value.
Yep.
But now, melted value, it could be $24 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Justin, how you doing? All right, Justin is here.
Justin.
Getting ready to sign off, though we've been here for a little while. Act now only $19.99. No, that coin would be a little bit more than $19.99. The one I just showed you I would say I would ask $30 for it, just like it is, just
Hmm.
because it's an ounce of silver. Okay.
Trying to think what I paid for my. I love that Justice coin. I should have them. Yeah, I have them right here. I bought some old ones.
Yeah.
18 something. I got. I'm not
Oh
gonna pull
yeah.
them out.
No,
Oh,
don't worry about that.
I got
Um,
carried away buying
but
them.
what you gotta do, Eric. Now, I would challenge you.
Hmm.
You can wait to open them when you get there, but I would encourage you if you have a deck you can work with, or if you buy another one, and you can work with it, and
Tarot deck.
kind of get the feel of working with the tarot deck itself.
Hmm.
Okay. Like I said, I got this one here, which I use every day. Okay,
That
and like this,
they're obviously working like beyond our understanding, right?
right. So now the thing is, we're on the tarot deck. I think we're more on the surface level from point to point. If I'm reading your tarot, or like I did the oracle deck, right? I
Hmm.
did the oracle deck and I read your oracle card.
Hmm.
Justin, would you like an oracle card since you're here? Let me know if you do. And I'm just reading for you. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to read for anyone else. I'm not trying. Although if somebody says, "Oh, I that resonates with me," then that's good. If it resonates with somebody else. But the card that I picked for you, it talked about you're researching more. You're trying to figure something out. And you are doing that, which I didn't know that. The cards didn't know that, but the spirit guides know that. Okay?
Hmm.
And so as I'm shuffling the cards and I pull out the card for you, then um the spirit guide is guiding the shuffle. Okay, somehow.
Hmm.
That's all I can say. I don't
Mm.
understand how to exactly explain it, but with the tarot cards, the same way. It's a universal connection that we have with each other. Okay? And
Hmm.
we get an energy sense of each other. It don't matter if you're through the computer, if you're in person, whatever it is, you get an energy connection with that person.
Hmm.
Okay. And then the card that means the most for that person will show up. And Justin, I want to ask you before we leave, would you like one? And I don't know, is Lorraine still here? Did I do one for Lorraine? I don't know.
Yeah, he can pull a card for you.
Uh, Justin, I could do a oracle card for you if you want. I'll start the shuffle, and then if he says yes, then I'll pick one out for him.
See, that's got to be where the magic happens, is in the shuffle.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I do it kind of easy and carefully. I don't do the fanning shuffle because I don't want to bend the cards or destroy the card.
Mm.
And I do it hand over hand, and then I started liking to cut the deck because it's like an extra shuffle, but it's not
Hmm.
really a shuffle.
Um, they're always kind of larger than a regular deck of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Now we know what Justin's family is involved with, right?
Hmm?
As far as the car dealership and things like that, right? We know that.
What's he sell cars?
Oh yeah, Lorraine, you could do a card for me. I can also do one for you. But Justin, here's your card. Professional practice. Well, he works with the family business, so
Oh yeah.
that could mean professional practice could mean anything from you know working with people, working with the public, whatever.
Hmm.
All right, Lorraine, if you're still here, I'll do one for you, and you can do one for me if you want. Lorraine does this as well. So we all have this gift, and I think you have it as well, Eric.
Hmm.
And what I would encourage you to do is explore with it, and just
How,
just
how so? Oh, you mean with the cards?
Yeah, with the card. So like on if you have a card that's open, if you have a deck that's open, you can use it.
Mhm.
If you want to wait to open that one in front of everybody and show them that it's a brand new deck and you're just learning it your
Yeah.
first time,
Yeah.
and you
That's.
wanted to show them you could do something, and that's fine. That's wonderful to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have another card deck that's already open and you can actually use it and try it,
Mm-hmm.
and just get comfortable with using the energy,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a connection that we have with our local energy that's here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's a nice one. And she's offering to do a reading for me, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now there you go.
Yeah. The face value on this actually it has a price on the back. He says $39.99.
Oh wow. That's with the guidebook as well.
Yeah, you get a guide.
Yeah, I think these here were 29 something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that I got that I had replaced Stars deck that she gave me, it was 28 still, $28. So
Yeah.
so Lorraine, it's time to share. Give me a card, please. I did say please.
No.
And then we kind of exchange our readings, and you and I can actually do that if you wanted to try that on a tarot card reading. You could do one for me. I could do one for you. You could do either one card. I found one card is pretty easy. Unless it's a card you don't want, then you redo it. But what I've been doing on the daily card, I've been doing 3 card pulls on the daily card pull, and then I pick the best that speaks to me from the card itself. And I'm not saying I just look at the good card. I'm saying what one speaks to me, you know, loudly on a spiritual sense. All right,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes any sense there. And so when you're using the deck and you're trying to learn it, ask for what you're, kind of have an intention of what you're trying to find out the answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you want to find out, like, you know, what's the day going to be like today, or who am I going to talk to, or what are we going to do today? You know what I mean.
Yep.
I got the moon, and it was upright. Well, is that good or bad, or was that just like daydreaming? If I remember right, the moon card is not really bad, but it's not really a super good one.
Hmm.
But not bad though. It's not like the devil card or going to hell or anything like
Well,
that.
yeah, I hope not. Well,
So, not like the burning tower. You're wishing you're spinning your wheels. What is the moon card about, Lorraine? I do kind of know, but share with the audience what you have on your, and what deck are you using? We should have Lorraine on as a guest.
oh yeah.
She was on one time.
She used to come into Skype a bit, and
Yeah.
we had a lot of fun.
Let me put that up there so we can actually read it. That might, if I can learn how to get used to doing that. There you go.
18th Trump or major arcana card. It is used in game playing as well as divination.
Okay, so is that good or bad for me?
Now, Lorraine, do you know that by heart, or is that did you just copy and paste?
See, when I use my descriptions on my tarot cards, I use the Biddy Tarot website, biddytarot.net or something like that, or biddytarot.com maybe. Anyway. Oh, okay, remember. Okay, hide that one and show that one. There you go. Ah, That could mean the whole deal here, Lorraine. I mean, as far as with everything that we're talking about, with everything that's happening in the world today, it looks like an illusion, and it's a deception. Eric, would you want Lorraine to do a card for you?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, there you go. In basic description. Lorraine, can you do a card for Eric, please? And you'll get bonus pay if you do. And we know that nobody gets paid around here, so bonus pay would be zero, but you get a lot of thank yous. And Lorraine, we're gonna have to have you on Intermission Transmission one of these nights. So that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, we had her on one time. I can't remember when. It was a while, long time ago. Nine of Pentacles. Actually, that's pretty good, Eric.
Yeah.
Usually Pentacles, except for I think the five is not a good one, but almost every other one is good.
And when you say pentacles, you
That's
mean
coins, money.
that's all money. It's not
Yeah.
the diagram.
No,
Oh,
no. Pentacles means coin or money,
oh, all right.
and so that means usually
Yeah, I
a
like
good
it.
thing.
Yeah.
So I'll show that just so you can see what it's talking about. And
Mm-hmm.
then when she puts the meaning up there, we'll show you that. Yeah, so normally the Pentacles is a good thing. Five, I think you had some hardships, whatever, and basically giving away all your money.
No, that's
And that ain't good. That's
no.
not a good one.
It's a great
Uh,
cut. Yeah.
but the higher the number is usually on the suit is better
Mm-hmm.
for your day. So abundance. See what I'm saying?
Well,
Abundance, luxury, self sufficiency, financial independence, which you are basically at that now.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well,
and you've always been kind of self-sufficient. You're taking care of what you needed to,
yeah,
and you might have thought a little bit more like, oh, I can drive a Corvette.
yeah,
Even if I can't pay for the insurance, I can drive it.
yeah,
or Lincoln Talent Car or something, or Cadillac even, whatever, something that's outrageously expensive that you don't need. But I
yeah,
think also in real life though, you're a sensible individual, and you go with the economic car that will work correctly for what you need.
yeah.
So
It would
um,
be a Lamborghini Countach.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Actually, now since you are a little bit smaller than what you used to be, you might actually be able to fit in there. So.
Yeah. Well,
No offense, no offense. I'm proud of you.
oh, oh,
I told you before. I think you have done a remarkable job in
yeah,
redirection,
yeah.
and
You've seen the
uh,
difference. I have a lot of friends
yeah.
who I've seen. Even in the gym, I'd have a
Well,
friend
I've seen the difference in your attitude in chat. Just
yeah,
your attitude in chat. You're more connected, and you don't try to disclaim everybody's discussion with whatever they're talking about. You're actually trying to learn more about
ah,
a lot of the things that you're listening to, and or before you did not. Of course, that could have been the marijuana talking. Who knows? Um, but you're taking the time to maybe learn some more things, and to be more well rounded in a mentally point of view.
hmm
So that you can basically be tuned in, so to speak.
yeah,
So, and that'll help you on your interviews and talking to people about their experiences as well,
Mm-hmm.
because you'd be more on a connection plane with everyone, not just out there on your own trying to fight the battle. You're actually trying to learn and help them get through the battle. That's the
Mm-hmm.
main thing.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all, I think, that's what we all should be trying to do. And that's why Lorraine was so nice to do a couple of card pulls for us. Thank you, Lorraine, for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
And there you go. Justin wants you to pull his finger. So, or he wants me to pull his finger, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting to put this at 18 plus. And then Lorraine says, uh, I just
Man.
got the Zeppelin guard. I'm talking all kinds of craziness.
Mm. Yeah.
Uh, I do mean to say the truth like that. I mean, I'm being sincere, meaning,
Yeah. Oh.
um, I do have fun joking at things, and if I ever say anything ever that's out of line, you let me know or whatever. Don't be mad at me. Don't shut me down because you didn't agree with what I said. Just
Mm-hmm.
just try to figure out what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because even with my medication, I might be out there somewhere and I don't know what the hell I'm even saying.
Right.
So be patient with people. There are all kinds of fun stuff that we're doing that we don't know what's happening with anybody.
Mm.
And so just be patient with them and learn. Be aware, learn. And I want you to try now that you're getting cleaned up a little bit and as far as your uh, recreational activity.
Yep.
I want you to try to tune in. Remember, I was telling you about auras, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see them or not. I think you can,
No,
though.
I don't think I can. I don't think so.
All right, then here's another little project I want you to try. You can do this anytime. You can do
Mm-hmm.
this online. You can do this in person, wherever you go. If you go to the gas station, you get gas, and you talk to the person. You can sense the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just be open to it and be aware of the energy level. You know when somebody's having a bad day. You know when they're in a bad mood. You can tell that, right?
Yeah.
Just in the way that they're acting. Well, that's the same way as sensing energy,
Mm-hmm.
but take it a step farther and sense the energy of them, not just their outer layer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um. I
and that's what reading the aura is all about.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. Actually, that is tough for me because of I think having strong emotions already. Sometimes they're coming from elsewhere, but I don't realize that.
Hmm.
I don't understand it.
Well, I'd recommend, like I suggested before, and told everyone before about the meditation, which I kind of failed on that on a regular basis. I have done some, but not on a regular intervals, which I need to start. But in this case, this is where you need to go to is the meditation practice. There's plenty of things on YouTube you can get that will help you with that. They have guided meditations of only 20 minutes. You don't have to be there all night.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go to sleep with the meditation music, you can do that. If you can sleep with it playing,
Yeah.
if you can uh, uh, go 20 minutes before you go to sleep, do that meditation real quick, guided meditation. It's not that hard to do.
Yeah.
And you just settle down and relax, forget everything in the day, and then you're ready to go. You'll be able to sleep a lot better. You'll get up in the morning and think, man, I got a really good night's sleep. I've done that a couple times,
Yeah.
and it's hard to focus sometimes when you get so much on your mind going through in your head, and you want to get distracted rather than focus on your meditation.
Yeah.
But with that, um, you'll be more in connection with your local area energy,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be anywhere that you are. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if you're driving down the road, you can be connected to that local energy. All right, and so not to your car, but I mean to the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that way you'll be aware of anything. If something negative comes along, you're ready for it. 'Cause you'll see it. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's true in any kind of a gathering of many different people. You're gonna have attitudes. Okay, you're gonna have people that are bad in a bad attitude, or they're upset about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have that. You know that.
Yep.
And but if you are aware of that ahead of time, and you can learn how to read that energy before it spikes,
Yeah.
you will be surprised how you can control that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, oh, for
Yep.
yourself, not for them. That meaning how you can control your response, how you can control how you see it, how you look at it, what you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So consider that. Do a practice meditation. I'd say at least once every day if you can get into the habit of that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's something that I do need to do. And just pick a time in the daytime, either early morning or late at night, whichever, or maybe both. You can do both. You know,
Yep.
do a little bit when you wake up. Don't do anything with anything until you do your meditation. Then you grab a cup of coffee afterwards, and then you grab your internet information or whatever that you're watching or looking at. And then when you go to sleep at night, 20 minutes, do the meditation, bam. You'd be surprised. 20 minutes can turn into an hour quickly.
Mm.
Okay. Just when you're relaxed and you're thinking about it.
Yep.
So consider that and let me know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but yeah, work with the tarot card deck and have an intention of when you want to do reading and learn what you're trying to figure out the answer for, whatever that might be. You know, are you going to make a sale today? Are you going to get any new connections today on eBay or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could ask all that question, and the tarot cards will tell you.
Yeah.
And I'd recommend if you have anything you can use for a pendulum, you know, like that coin you had on the chain. When
Mm-hmm.
you got that coin, you know, that can be a
Yep.
pendulum, just
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Um, the pendulum uses localized energy, and it doesn't swing because you're swinging your arms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You stabilize your arms. You make the pendulum stop swinging by commanding it to stop swinging. You've seen me when I gave that example when I used mine,
Mm-hmm.
and you can test it by asking the pendulum what day it is. You know, like you say, oh, is this a such and such day, something other than what the day it is? And it'll swing in a circle saying no.
Yep.
Okay. When you ask it what day is it, today's Friday, you know, uh, then it would be yes. Again, I've done that several times and it answers every time the correct answer.
Yep.
Okay. So I was able to pick the card on a playing card. I had two playing cards down, face down. I didn't know what they were, but I was able to tell you what they were, or I could, and I got to give that example next time. But I could show you that I knew what card that was exactly, the number, the suit, the color. Okay,
Yep.
without seeing the card first. I didn't see it. I put it face down without knowing what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did not swing the pendulum any way to figure it out or to set anything up in a trickery kind of way. The pendulum answered the question, and I could tell you what that card was exactly. Okay.
Yep.
So that's something that you can work with as well because that helps connect your energy to the local area. Okay.
Yep.
So give it a try, and that will help you stabilize your internal energy, and you'll be more clear-minded as far as dealing with every individual at any time.
Yep.
And so if somebody's having a bad day and they're flipping out, you can just kind of like laugh at them, you know? I think you do anyway. I think you do that anyway.
I can. I can.
You don't do it in a rude sense of way, but you do it kind of casually. You kind of like laugh at them.
Yep. That's the way I'm built. I don't want to offend anyone. Yeah.
Right. But if you can, if you do that meditation practice and you centralize your energy and you get connected with your local energy, which can be anywhere you are at any time. Okay.
Mhm.
So give that a try and let me know how that works out.
Okay.
Try it for a week. Try it for a week and just pick a good time in the day when you can do it. If it's lunchtime, you put your feet up and not worry about nothing. Try it then.
Yep.
If it's early morning when you first get up, try it then. So consider that and let me know how it works out.
Okay.
And practice with those tarot card decks too. Get one that you can use that you don't want to save for the meeting. Get one that you can open up and practice with it, and then when you show them that you can actually do a reading with it, you'd be surprised the response you might get.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
Even in your own ability to do the reading, you'd be surprised. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot to post that on Facebook about the King of Cups. I think I gotta do that. Okay, before midnight, because then it'll still be on the 13th, right? All right, then. Well, I'll let you get out of here. It's 2:41. We've been here for 2 hours and 41 minutes,
Wow. Yep.
and you kept me going an extra 41 minutes. But we had a lot to talk about there, and you got a lot of good information, I think.
Yep.
And hopefully you can use it and work on it, and you let me know. And of course, we got the one card reading from Lorraine as well. So that was pretty good, nice little bonus there. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Justin, for showing up a little bit late. Thank you, everyone else who was in chat on both chats. And Katie Holte, who was in the Facebook chat, thank you for showing up over there. And we got to have her on the show one of these days. She makes those spirit boxes,
Oh yeah.
builds them by hand. That's
Yep.
what she's working on tonight. Why she couldn't join us on the show? Dang it! And then her card was about distractions. Don't be distracted. Whatever it was. You remember that one?
Yep.
Anyway, I'll let you get out of here, and I'll see you on the next one. And anytime I'm on Friday night, you can definitely join us and be part of the show.
Yeah.
And but I would like to get back to that UFO report that we would do each month.
Yep.
And try to figure out either I would say possibly the last Friday of the month would be the best.
Yeah.
So then it kind of like what we do we get the newsletter and the email, and get that each month, and so I would like to see if you can do it, and if you have any activity and you're able to share it. You don't have to use any names. You just talk about the story,
Yep.
and then that'd be a lot of fun to do that. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll let you get out of here. Good night, and thank you everyone else for being here, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.
All right. Take care, Ron.
Yeah. Good night. All right, everybody, we're out of here. See you next time.